For this video for Billing Bites, we're going to talk about the EOB. EOB stands for Explanation of Benefits. And this document explains the benefit, which is the payment, of how an insurance company processed the claim. I want to throw in the word adjudication. I do not believe you can hear this word enough times at your time at Ross, because I'm going to assume you're just like the students I've had in my classroom where they never remember what this word means. Adjudication means review to make a decision. Think of a judge in a courtroom. They review to make a decision. That's an adjudication. Well, an insurance company reviews your claim to make a payment decision. So the word for that is adjudication. So we have sent the claim into the insurance. They adjudicated it and sent me a response. That's the EOB. Sometimes insurances will call it an RA, remittance advice. It means the same thing. This document could be sent to me paper in the mail or electronically through a variety of methods. So sometimes you will see it called an ERA, electronic remittance advice, or an EEOB, electronic explanation of benefits. They are all the same thing. This document is usually sent to both the doctor and the patient, and if payment was appropriate, this would come with a check to the doctor. If the doctor has set up direct deposit, then instead of a check, it will be direct deposited into the doctor's bank account. Okay. This is absolutely true. There is no standard format for EOBs, meaning every insurance company makes this document look like what they want it to look like. So you have to get used to the EOBs that you see all the time in your office. However, once you get used to it, they are very easy to read, and your eyes will automatically go to the right spot because you're used to them. I see Blue Cross EOBs every week, multiple pages. I just downloaded my Blue Cross EOB this morning. It was 23 pages long. I see a lot of Blue Cross payments, okay? So my eyes get very used to where do I look for everything so that I can post it quickly, okay? So every EOB is going to have some common sections. Even though they are formatted different, they will look, the information is the same most of the time, okay? So it's going to indicate who's the insurance company that is sending you this document, what was the patient, who was the patient, what was the date of service, what was it you billed, what did they reduce or deny, and they'll give you reasons for those, what amount was due from the patient, copays, deductibles, coinsurance, and how much is being paid to the doctor. Here's your amount I'm paying you, and this is how I came to the calculation to that amount, so you can follow our logic. And they will give the claim number, they will give that claim a claim number. Okay, so now let's look at an EOB. Okay, here's a standard one, okay, from your textbook. This is your insurance company, and this is the doctor who it's sent to, and this is the patient that this is about. Here's our date of service, our procedure codes and our prices, discounts, how much they approved. They said they paid 80%, and here's the amount they paid. Let me erase all those because it's getting really jumbled. So here's where they calculated the money. So on that first line, they allowed 114. They paid 80%, which is $91.20. They unfortunately did not do the math to tell you that the patient's copay was $22.80, it looks like. It's really nice if they did the math each line, but this one clearly does not. But this one does give us an amount up here of what the patient owes total for their 80% or their 20% for all of those lines added up. And doc, here's your check of what we owe you. Okay. It's got definitions of codes down here of each of the CPTs I build. Usually I don't see that. They usually just list the code because they figure I know what the code is. And this discount here has a code. These have codes. And here it explains what the code is. So let's say one of the lines they denied. They didn't pay it at all. They would say, not paying it, here's the reason why. Okay. Not medically necessary, improper code, whatever the reason would be. So reading an explanation of benefits, now I can go to my computer and I can find this claim and I can post the payment for each one of those lines. And you don't do the claim as a whole, you do each line separately. So for this code, they paid this, I write off this, and my patient's copay is X dollars. Next one, this, they paid this, I write off this, patient owes me this. And each line gets posted. Okay. And that is a data entry job of somebody who has the skill to read this EOB properly, know what the patient owes versus what's a write-off, and 100% accuracy for data entry. Okay. We can't have mistakes when these are posted. And you've got to be able to account for that money. You got a check. You need to post the exact same amount into your system as to what it's paying for. And then that needs to get taken to the bank if that's an actual check. Sometimes they're direct deposits and they just give you like a picture of it. And then other times it'll just say direct deposit at the bottom or EFT payment or something like that. So that is reading an EOB.